Good morning. This is what the temperature looks like before my run. And as we might see, it's definitely going to be lower when I get done. So let's go run and I'll be back. Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Clearly, I think the temperature went up 1 degree. I think it was 88 when I first ran this morning. You can see here 5:34 this morning. All right. What's the humidity look like now? All right, humidity is 34%. My watch is calling me. Oop. All right. So I kind of repeated last week's tempo run. I was having some leg pains the first couple miles, and it kind of eased up. So let's see what we did. Okay, 48 hours. Wow, must have been a pretty good hard run for that. Okay, here we go. 4.7 miles, average pace 0.07 miles. Average pace is 7:23. Did I save or did I keep mine or lose mine? Okay, I lost mine. But we kind of anticipated that. Since it does kind of fluctuate, trying to hold it, I guess, becomes a challenge. But we'll get back there. All right, time for my shower. I'll meet you downstairs.
Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Thursday of week 12 of my marathon training program. And as you know, today is tempo run day. When I first got up this morning, you saw that I gave you two temperatures because if you ever follow the hour by hour temperature, depending on where you live, here in Phoenix, it comes to be that generally speaking, the temperature is the coolest right before the sun rises. So I used to think it was like at midnight it was the coldest because it was like middle of the night, but now that's not true. Actually, the planet cools down all night long, and it's not until we hit the sun again does it start to heat back up. So right before sunrise is it when it's its coolest. Now today, because we had some cloud cover and stuff, I think from what I remember, I think my temperature after my run was 1 degree higher than before my run. But I was always curious because when Garmin says one temperature, I always wonder, and then of course when I come back and I show what the temperature is, I always wonder, what was the temperature when I started? Because that's, in my opinion, what I was running in. Yes, I was running in the finished temperature as well, but I was always curious. So that's kind of why I gave you both temperatures this morning. And before you get started, let's go ahead and do our daily shot of wheatgrass. If you're new to my channel, I do a shot of wheatgrass every day. I stare and grow this in my house, and just leave it so that the sunlight from outside can sit there and help it grow. And yeah, it works out like a charm. And again, if you're new to the channel, a daily shot of wheatgrass is equivalent to 2 pounds of fresh raw green vegetables. And when you price this out after you buy like the trays and the dirt, stuff like that, it comes out to like 16 cents a shot. 16 cents for 2 pounds of fresh raw green vegetables. And if you're not a big veggie person, tolerating one of these sure beats tolerating 2 pounds of vegetables. So with that said, cheers. And yes, I had extra this morning, even though I cut down on the amount of seed I use. So interesting there. All right. Now, with today's run, while ideally I wanted to go ahead and knock out 7. I basically repeated last week's 4-mile tempo run, and when I first started out, the first mile or two, I was dealing with minor leg pains. I'll be honest with you, that massage I got last weekend made a huge difference. That, of course, daily stretching has really kind of helped loosen up the muscles. For whatever reason, there was a bruise on the bottom of my right foot. And you guys remember me telling you about me having some pains on Tuesday during my run, which cut it short. And the foot pains I was feeling felt like they were in the bones. Not like muscles, but like in the bones. That's what it felt like. And so this morning, I went ahead and noticed on the bottom of my right foot, there's a noticeable bruise. And so I took a picture of it. I'll go ahead and post this up after this video here because sadly, wasn't thinking, I didn't exactly have this queued up so I could just pop it up on my screen. So I'm unable to do that, but I'll go ahead and post that to you, and you'll see basically in what would be like the arch area, of my right foot. There's like a noticeable bruise, and I remember telling you guys, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, about a bruise on the bottom of my foot, and I didn't show you a picture because by the time I noticed it, I took a picture the following day from that situation, and the following day the bruise was more faint. And when I took the picture, I had taken a couple pictures, but it really was kind of indistinguishable. You know what I mean? It really didn't distinguish itself as a potential bruise. It could have been, excused as maybe just color discoloration from the angle or the lighting or something like that. You know what I mean? Or shadow. It definitely did not. The picture I took a couple weeks ago definitely did not clearly indicate a bruise or outline a bruise, whereas this one this morning definitely did. So again, I apologize I didn't have it queued up, so I'll go ahead and post it at the end of the video so you'll see. And this is, I didn't step on anything, the skin's not punctured. What's going on inside my foot beats the heck out of me. Although I will say, of course when I first started out, I was kind of questioning things, but as I got into my run, other than having a little tightness right here in my my right leg on my patella tendon, which is, for those who don't know, your patella tendon pretty much attaches to your lower leg, right about here, and basically it attaches to your patella, which is your kneecap. And ideally, what it is just a rubber band. It's just a rubber band to help keep it in place. So as you bend your legs and your quads pull on the patella on the top end, the patella tendon basically helps keep it in place. So for whatever reason, it was giving me some tightness, some aching, some concern. So I noticed my stride length a little shorter on that. But after about 1.5 miles or 2 miles, it went away, and I was happy with that. And so when we take a look at today's numbers, again, I don't know why I keep doing that. Just 4.07 miles, which is real apples to apples to last week. Okay, and today my average moving pace was 7:23 compared to 7:30. So yes, I definitely shaved some time. Mostly because I didn't have. You know how sometimes after my first mile, the major street I cross, sometimes I get stuck there because of cars. Well, today there was no cars, so I think that really helped contribute to my constant moving speed. So, and then today was 88 degrees, 41% humidity compared to last week, 84. Ooh, here we go. Oh, wow, that was large, okay. 84 with 62% humidity. If you ask me, between the temperature and the humidity, it almost seems like a wash, in my opinion. Now, here, this is what got me very interested. Is you notice the blue? As we all know, blue is my pace, and this just looks crazy, terrible, not smooth at all. When we blow this up, this looks like one of those seismograph charts waiting for an earthquake to happen. This is like nuts. I don't know exactly if this is due to cloud cover or what, because this just looks crazy. I mean, you guys have seen stuff like this when I've done heart rate training, where I try to maintain a certain heart rate, and so I'm always adjusting my speed because of that. But I can't explain this. Now, the irony is, basically the same run last week, and then that was my first mile stop. Last week, my blue line is considerably smooth, all things considered, considerably smooth for the run itself. So what exactly happened is beyond me. But getting on to things, yes, we could see you could almost tell where my first mile ends, because this is my warm-up mile, and then the heart rate really kicks in. But yeah, with that little patella issue, or just still minor leg pains, my stride was only 182. Then getting into my run, you can see it shortens up to 186, and then as things start to relax, this is about 2.5 miles into it, It breaks down to 184. And then, of course, during the final part, I managed to come back to 182, still on a 7-minute pace. So, for whatever reason, and again, I think that watching my legs open up as time went on, I think that's the endorphins speaking. I'll let you guys know on Saturday whether or not my legs hurt tomorrow, but I think that could have been endorphins, kicking in, because clearly my stride opened up under a faster pace, and I acknowledge I wasn't feeling any pain. Now, why did I only go 4 miles? I have yet to discover that until I looked at this, because I'm thinking, wow, my heart's complaining this time. What's up with that? After my kick butt, run on Tuesday, what's up with that? Then we come down here and I say, okay, whoa, my training effect is 4.1. Well, that's definitely up there. Compared to last week, it's 3.8, and pretty comparable runs. But then we get into this and I see, where was that? Here we go. Average heart rate 167, max 182. Wow. And yes, I confirmed it. Max heart rate is, wow, like right there, if you can see it, the 182 in red. So 182 on a 7-mile run? Huh. What happened to that heart rate I had going on Tuesday? I don't want that heart rate back. We go and look at my splits, and I've got them pretty much outlined for you. Yes, my first mile, 8:38, not too bad. And then I was able to hold, because I get stuck with the cars, I had no trouble with my 7 flat for mile 2, and 6:57 and 6:59 respectively for the 3 and 4. Sadly, you see, just little by little, my heart rate is creeping up. And yes, maxed out at 182. It's always funny how for 700ths of a mile, or ideally just over 100 meters, I had no trouble shaving almost 30 seconds off my pace. I don't know if my body knows I'm almost home or what the deal is. This is not intentional by any stretch, but it kind of is what it is. And so, and then here. Now, when we compare last week, we see, okay, first mile 8:33 compared to 8:38. Second mile was 7. Compared to 7:26, 7:15 moving, yes, because we know I got stuck with the car. Even then, mile 3, I should have had myself recovered. I only managed to pull out a 7:06 compared to 6:57. Mile 4 is 6:59 today compared to 6:57 last week. All right, fine. But even last week, nothing too crazy on the heart rate. Nothing too crazy, because mile 4 averaged out 176. Compared to 180. So what's going on? Beats the heck out of me. I have no clue. I was well hydrated. I felt definitely well hydrated. Even actually, I took the liberty of having a banana this morning before my run, just for that instant sugar. You know what I'm saying? Just for that instant sugar, and because I plan on having a good productive run today. And yes, as you saw, I dropped VO2 max, which I'm no stranger to, but stuff like that makes you wonder. Why did this run look significantly different than last week's run? I can't explain it. I have no clue. It's funny how our bodies work. That's all I can tell you about that. But all in all, I feel good. I definitely feel like my legs are healing. My legs are doing better. My early mile run pains, were they just lingering pains that haven't gotten over? Because like sometimes you hurt yourself, and it's not until you get the muscles warmed up and kind of work the pain out of that muscle that the pain actually goes away for good. I don't know if it was one of those things, or again, if it's one of those things where the endorphins kick in. Clearly, as you can see, clearly the heart rate would support an endorphin injection. So, did the heart rate help, with the leg pains that may still be there tomorrow, maybe they're later this afternoon? I don't know. I'll let you know on Saturday. But I'm happy to say that at least my heart was complaining this time. Unfortunately, yes, the heart rate was a little high. We look at my my numbers again, and although the goal was running 7, you know, at a sub 7 pace, 6:52 is my magic number. So I'm only, in all reality, I'm only 8 seconds off a marathon pace. However, in all reality, this is very bad. I clearly, if I can only run 4 miles or chose to run 4 miles under these conditions, adding 22.6 more miles under those conditions, not going to happen. So, well, got to keep working on getting that heart rate down. So just keep, you know, knocking away at it and see what happens. But that's all I have for you guys today. I'm trying to keep it short with all the respect. If you like today's video, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I post new videos, and along with, you know, so you can join me along with my journey towards my first sub 3-hour marathon, which, well, let's face it. For those of you who have been following me for the longest time, thank you. You guys will agree there's nothing per se by the book with this training plan or this cycle whatsoever. It's totally been it's been idolized to be by the book, but as you guys have seen, life just happens. Life happens, injuries happen, shit happens. So I'm making the best of it because this is reality. I'm sorry I can't give you the most flawless 16-week video series. Sorry, maybe my next one, but definitely not this one. But how many of us run into life issues? How many of us run into pains during training? I want you guys to go ahead and post comments below. Let me know what kind of life issues you've ever run into during your marathon training or your any 5K, 10K, half marathon training. Whatever event you race or run, let me know what life issues you've ever come across. And then also comment below as to if you've ever tried training and then injure yourself like during a training plan, be it marathon, half marathon, 5K, 10K. Share with us, post below your comments, your experience with if you've ever had injury during a training, you know, a race training plan, and what you did to overcome it. I'd like to hear from you guys. So I look for your questions and comments, and until then, I will see you on Saturday. And honestly, the way I feel today, I feel confident that Saturday's long run is going to be a decent long run, so I feel confident about that, which I don't think you've heard me say that word, or at least I haven't felt that way in a while, so that's a positive thing. Anyhow, again, like today's video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and post your questions and comments, especially on my questions to you. Have you ever experienced a life situation during your training plan for, again, full, half, 5K, 10K races? And have you ever experienced injury during your training plan, again, for the full, half, 5K, 10K? I'd like to hear from you guys. So I look forward to your questions and comments. I'll be certain to read them and respond, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Until then, you have yourself a great day. Take care.